For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website www.games4all podcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com. Hello and welcome to the Games4all podcast, episode 77. I'm your host Dan Young, and as always is my good friend
James Craigie.
Hey.
That's it.
Okay,
That's all you get.
Nice smart ass. Didn't need one this week.
No.
As you may have
I'm all
noticed,
smart-assed out.
as you may have noticed, Michelle is not with us today. Unfortunately, she's not very well.
No.
So we hope you get well soon, and you'll be back hopefully next week.
Yeah. Well,
Fingers crossed.
She should be. She's on the mend.
Yeah. We've got a few things to talk about before we kind of kick off with what we've been playing. We have to apologise because we cancelled our Battlefield 3 game night episode that we were going to put out. We kind of postponed it, and then we postponed it a tiny bit more, and we realised, hang on a second, if we postpone it much longer, we won't actually get to record the next two that we've got lined up.
Yeah.
So we apologise for that, but we've cancelled it altogether. But what we are going to do, we are going to be talking fairly in depth about Battlefield 3 today on the show.
Yep.
We will also mention it on our next episode of Game Night, which happens to be Modern Warfare 3.
Okay.
So we'll do a tiny little kind of 5 minutes at the beginning, talking a little bit about it. But we're going to talk about it on the show today, so apologies for anyone who's really looking forward to that video. Unfortunately,
Well,
just
you know,
it
it's
wasn't originally on the list. We added it late, and then we
Yeah.
just kind of not
It
had
is
the time.
kind of like the main blockbuster. Enough people have bought it, so they know what's going on.
Yeah,
They've played
that's
it.
the thing we kind of figured, because at the moment I actually finished the campaign, and so basically I've kind of played. I mean, I played a tiny bit multiplayer, but nothing much. But we'll get on to that. At this point, there's not much point in doing the video because pretty much everyone's seen the game, so it's a little bit silly. Also, our Halloween special went out because it was Halloween.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was.
We
I didn't watch it. I was scared.
No, you're too frightened to watch it. Want to thank everybody who has downloaded it and watched it so far. If you have not, go to Games4all podcast.
Do it.
Go.
Do it.
Do it now. Go to Games4all podcast. I don't know why I did that. Games4allpodcast.com now. Check out the Halloween special. And you can also, once you've watched it, you can watch it again with
just for shits and giggles,
for fun of it, with audio commentary that we put together.
Yeah. That's worth watching.
It is. It's good. I wouldn't have done it otherwise, would we?
No.
And that's also all available on YouTube. youtube.com/Games4all podcast, and we're also on Facebook. Not that means anything, but you know, we put videos up there as well. We are there. So, Halloween special.
Yep.
Long time in the making.
Yeah.
Long time sort of promoting it.
You can tell it was kind of a long time in the making because I was wearing shorts. Because it was that hot outside.
We shot it like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
More than that now.
And it was during that like sort of Indian summer heat wave thing, and I was sticking to your sofa.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But it's out there now, and we've the kind of little bit of feedback we've got back from it from the first week. Well, not even the week it's been out. The last 4 days it's been out, it's been pretty good. So people seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah, they're laughing more than they're scared.
Yeah, of course. So sort of that's the point. It should be a comedy special on Halloween, but
yeah.
You've swore blind that it's not going to happen again.
Yep.
Okay, just so we're on record.
Yep.
Definitely not going to happen again.
No.
Damn. Okay, well, anyways, so enjoy it while you can. The Halloween special, please check it out.
Because it's the last one.
It's the last one. And we can now talk about games as well, because it's out there. You got to play Due on the Grudge.
Which is awful. It's
an
awful game.
It's an awful game because it's really shit.
Yeah, it
Controls
is.
bad. Doesn't look very good.
You see, I didn't like the Grudge film, so I knew what to expect.
Yeah.
And even knowing didn't help because I didn't like the source material.
Then we got you playing Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Which was, I think you kind of enjoyed a little bit because it was a good looking game and there's kind of an investigative side to it, and there was, you know,
controls were much nicer.
The controls were good on that game,
and it really kind of like showed off my fight or flight instincts.
Yeah, because the end of that,
ran.
you fucking ran like a motherfucker. Never looked back once. Damn.
And you were quite impressed by that.
Yeah,
as well,
you did well.
So.
I was impressed.
Prove that I can actually play games. Not properly, but I can play them and I can win.
So we ended with Fatal Frame 4, which is a Japanese import, which took us a bit of time to get hold of, but and patch it so you could play it in English. But very, very cool game. I'm a big fan of the series, but I'm surprised you had no idea what it was.
No, well, like I said, I'm not a huge... Certain things like Silent Hill, I remember, During the Grudge I knew from the film.
Yeah.
But a lot of really scary games I have no idea because I just avoid them like a fucking plague.
Okay, well, it was my favourite game of all three.
Yeah, it was a good game. It's the one that broke me.
It's the straw that broke the camel's back, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like as a game I can see why people enjoy it. And for a Wii title it is pretty fucking sweet, but it's not my cup of char.
Not at all.
No.
As viewers of the video will know. So that's what we've been kind of sat on for fucking 10 months, planning and plotting away. And we put out an episode so good that James doesn't want to do another one.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. But we'll plan something, I'm sure, for next Halloween. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll work something out. Anyways, that's enough talk about that.
We might do a Cute-a-thon.
Yeah.
You can play some like JRPGs, something that you find terrifying.
It's fun and terrifying. I just find them a bit boring. Anyways, hard to follow. Anyway,
we'll do like a 24-hour marathon. You'd find that pretty terrifying.
That would be pretty terrifying. The prospect's terrifying. Okay, so that's kind of... We can draw a line under Halloween now. It's done with. It's out there. Please go watch it. You know, we put a lot of effort into it.
All the shops have got over Halloween and got their Christmas stuff up already, so you can all get over it.
So, what have we been playing? This is my indication to you to actually start talking. What have you been playing?
Batman Arkham City.
Sweet.
Still awesome.
Yeah.
Doing like a proper playthrough now on normal.
Yeah.
Still loving it. Come across a few extra bits that I hadn't noticed first time.
Any more sharks?
No, I haven't got that far yet. But
Tiny in his name?
Tiny.
Yeah. That's funny.
The shark and the dinosaur really shitted me up first time round.
Keep all good.
But no, the challenge level on normal is good.
Yeah.
Understandable. It adds slightly more. You don't feel kind of like all powerful Batman. You feel like Batman still, but you can still get shot.
Yeah, cool.
More. Oh, but I did do there's this thing called the augmented reality challenges, which are kind of pretty much like the stunt side mission thing where you get like the hoops that you have to glide through, and you sort of do your diving and your manoeuvres and pulling up and all that. And I found that those sorts of things I hate.
Yeah.
So you get things like that, like races and stuff on Assassin's Creed, things like that. I really do not like, but I managed to get through all of them.
Oh, cool.
And some of them are pretty fucking tricky. Some of them literally an hour one took me.
Fucking hell.
And again, just to go through 4 hoops.
I'd have given up.
But no, there's one where you have to kind of like, there's sort of like a shopping centre thing. It's like a glass roof, but it's all like broken down. You have to like dive off this tower through a hole, come up, go through and round a corner. All the time, not hitting anything. Because if you touch anything, if you touch the ground, before going through the hoops, it cancels it all out. So you need to like dive down, come up under, not smacking into the ceiling, and go round a corner. And that was just fucking nightmarish.
Okay.
Not as bad as the one where you have to like dive and go through a Joker's mouth tunnel.
Right.
That was pretty hard.
Right.
And the whole one, but got an achievement out of it, and my voice is going now.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of crap flying around.
Yeah, but I got an achievement, so I'm happy.
Got an achievement, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I've done them all now, so this is now my main save. This is the only save, which I'm keeping now, because I've done that and I don't want to have to do them again.
Yeah, don't blame me. Okay, well, we'll get on to Battlefield 3 last, but...
Yeah, we've both played a little bit of that.
Yeah. I picked up Kinect Sports Season 2.
Yay.
Yeah. Big fan of the first one.
Did you put it down again?
It has been put down, but yeah. Okay. No, Kinect Sports Season 2. Basically, big fan of the first one. I enjoyed the first one. As did a lot of people. You know, we sort of talked a little bit about last week how, you know, some of the best stuff on the Wii is the kind of.
We did a video of the unboxing.
Yeah, we did the Kinect special. That was last year, obviously.
Kinect Sports, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a year on now, and we've got Kinect Sports Season 2, and I didn't think this was going to be quite as good, because obviously you got the sports like, you got the skiing, you've got darts, which really isn't kind of a sport, really. No. But whatever, it's not very physical.
There's some very big fat gentlemen drinking pints who will disagree with you.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying. So you got skiing, darts, golf.
With mullets.
The golf was a pretty tempting thing. That's pretty much what's kind of sold it to me, actually.
Yeah.
The golf.
They've been doing like big TV campaigns showing off the golf. And
changing clubs with your voice and all that. Yeah. There's the... forget now. It's not good. It's not good at all. There's American football. Yeah. And
or rugby, as we call it.
Yeah.
Rugby with armour.
Rugby with armour. And there's something else. I've forgotten what something else is. But I've played a bit of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Awesome.
I actually quite enjoy it. It's fun. It's the same stuff, basically. Darts is quite cool.
But couldn't you just buy a dartboard?
You could just play darts, yeah. Still, no, darts. I mean, the skiing's fun. The golf is fun. Even the American football's fun. So it's, you know, I don't think it's quite as good as lineup as Kinect Sports, the first one, but it's still pretty good, and I'm quite glad I bought it, to be honest, because I can see me playing a bit of it over like the holiday season.
Hoping we see like more golf games and stuff on it.
Well, there's I know the next Tiger Woods is going to have Kinect support.
Oh, awesome.
He knows what to use that for, but hey. Yeah, anyway, so...
still making that joke.
Yeah.
However many years on.
So, Battlefield 3.
Yeah.
I've played through the campaign, mainly... I mean, that's pretty much what I bought it for.
Yeah, I played like the first 10 minutes of the campaign.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You talk about the first 10 minutes that you experienced, then I'll kind of carry on from there.
So it had a sort of fairly interesting setup. It sort of showed promise, I think, in the first 10 minutes, but there were some like quick time event sort of things which I don't know, mixed feelings about, because in general we don't like quick time events.
We don't like the QTEs.
No, but sometimes they sort of work depending on like the context and everything. And
these are thrown in just for the hell of it.
Yeah, no, I like them when they serve a purpose. If it's not something that you find instinctual and actually like press a button to do on your own, then QT, yeah, it's fine. But there seem to be a lot of literally just throwing them in for no reason when...
It's almost random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But... No, I liked it. That whole first bit was good. And, you know, it looked nice. Yeah. Obviously not as nice as the PC footage we've seen, but...
not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Well, you know, playing it on 360, because you got to play 10 minutes around here. You played up until pretty much the sniper.
Yeah.
You know, rocket launching him into hell.
Yeah.
So that's a good sort of 10-15 minutes of gameplay. Overall thoughts, though, just for that one section. I mean, that could pretty much be just a demo section.
Yeah. You see, if it was just a demo, I think it probably would have sold it to me.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed it. But I know from what you said of your thoughts to it to me, sort of off mic, that's pretty much...
Well, no, here's the thing, right? Obviously, I don't want to get into too much, because ultimately it doesn't really matter. I'm going to bring up the whole Call of Duty Battlefield 3 thing. Well, it's inevitable, you've got to kind of mention it, but the ultimate question people are asking is which one's better. Do you know what I say?
What?
Fucking does it matter?
Yeah.
You know? And I'll get to as to why my thoughts are that, but Battlefield has had a big following on PC, especially for the multiplayer side of it. It's always been that more tailored for that kind of gamer, okay?
Yeah.
It has had, you know, obviously with some of the Bad Company kind of spin-offs and stuff, but it's found more of a place on console. it is geared towards multiplayer. The campaign is kind of an afterthought, as I said last week. I finished it. It takes about 5 hours to finish. It's kind of now the standard shooter kind of length, 5 hours, 6 hours tops. There are some good things in the game. Obviously, the game looks good.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, obviously, with the extra installation side of it too, helps.
Yeah.
The sound's amazing. The sound design of this game is ridiculously good. Those two things create major awesomeness in your front room. But at the same time, what's the game actually like? What's the story like? What's the overall campaign like?
This is like where the main comparison between, I think, Call of Duty and Battlefield comes into effect, because Battlefield goes for realism.
A little bit, yeah.
Like sort of Medal of Honor went like too far and made it too real.
Let's just walk around a cave for a couple of hours. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, that's the thing, isn't it? They've tried to make a kind of very kind of by the numbers kind of textbook military shooter that's very grounded in reality, and I like that stuff. I do like that side of it. And when the action ramps up, those are some of my favourite moments. There are some very good stuff in this game. There's some amazing things in this game. There's some good action set pieces. Some of the vehicle stuff is probably more fun than the running around shooting stuff. Yeah. At times. You know, there's definitely some... The story does get a little bit more interesting and a bit more... you do get slightly more emotionally engaged with some of the characters and things like that.
Yeah, because that's one thing I noticed.
It definitely lacked towards the beginning, but they do kind of build on that a bit more towards the end, but it doesn't really still feel like, you know what, I don't give a shit at the end of the day. And, you know, and I think that 90% of the people who've gone out and bought this have bought it for the multiplayer. They don't care about that in the campaign. No. And it's a shame.
It's one of the things that could have been much better.
As for the quick time events, they're all out, they're all over the game. Yeah. In fact, right at the end, it's pretty much you hit the win button, you know, which is a shame. It just cops out. But there's some very interesting ideas in there. You know, they have a lot of enemies and stuff who the AI is. I mean, the game's buggy and glitching. If it wasn't for those things, the game would kind of seem a little bit better. But like, there's some kind of nice things they've thrown in there, like. Sometimes you'll get enemies with shotguns that have like fucking massive like halogen torches or something, so they blind you. You can't really see where they are. And towards the end, there's a similar thing where they've got like really bright red lamps and stuff, and they pretty much blind you. You can't see, so you've got to kind of duck in and out and try and avoid them and stuff, and try and take them out wherever you can, kind of thing. And it adds a little bit of twist to the gameplay. Yeah, which up until then has been pretty similar throughout. Yeah. The tank stuff's fun. The very small kind of aircraft flying around shooting stuff down level was fun. You know, it felt like there was a bunch of little ideas and they just kind of threw them in, and like they did them very well executed, because technically it's an amazing game. Yeah, but
it's very much
kind
sort
of
like,
feel like you want more of that stuff.
Yeah, testing the waters. Yeah, sort of thing. Whereas even though it's got 3 in the title, where Modern Warfare, I think, trumps it is because they've done this all before. This is like a continuing thing. This is an evolution, whereas Battlefield 3 is very much trying new things for the first time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does feel that way.
It's more verges on sort of tech demo sort of thing.
I think obviously, you know, you can't just say the game looks great, the game sounds great. That's it. Bottom line.
Then it needs to be fun.
More than that, and it's okay. I mean, I can't see me really playing through it again. No. And that's a bad thing. Yeah. But honestly, it's my thoughts are that
longevity and everything's in the multiplayer.
Exactly, and that's where all the energy and focus has been put, and you can kind of tell that. Yeah. So it's great for multiplayer. If you're a multiplayer kind of online shooters, then go buy Battlefield. It's good, but other than that, if you want a decent campaign, I don't think you're gonna. I think you're gonna feel a bit disappointed, as I was. Definitely some good ideas, definitely some good stuff in here, definitely better than Medal of Honor. But it just feels like there's these kind of dribs and drabs of good ideas and kind of fun moments, and it's just kind of the stuff in between just feels not right.
So is it sort of like uniform all the way through what it is, apart from like the vehicle sections? Does it kind of like follow the same sort of people, and does it sort of swap around?
It does swap around a little bit, but not very much. It does kind of borrow from that kind of Call of Duty, the way things they've done.
Yeah, because that was like one of the things I really liked about Call of Duty is you see different things at different times, and it like swaps over and ramps up and does different things. And I think probably one of the things that I liked about the beginning of it is the very first bit on the train.
Yeah.
Felt almost kind of like a sort of a Born Identity type sort of spy
exactly.
thing.
And that is part of the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, you get these cutscenes in between missions of like being in the interrogation room and things like that. And I just, you know, it's stuff that's been kind of done before, and I think they're trying to be interesting without really thinking about, let's actually make it interesting. I don't know, like, it just seems a bit kind of like, yeah, you know what, this is a little bit boring. I don't need, you could tell me these sections of story with gameplay.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a little bit of a shame. There's a lot of tricks they missed out on. And yeah, I am a Call of Duty fan. I'm going to go on record as saying it, and always have. Maybe I am biased, but I do have high hopes for Modern Warfare 3.
I think you're sort of like a unique Call of Duty fan, because you do play it. Because a lot of like comments and stuff I've seen about talking about the campaign and everything, like, what, people play the campaign? Surely it's all just multiplayer. And some people seem to be the belief that the Modern Warfare trilogy doesn't even have like a plot line, whereas I'm not kind of like a story buff. I need a game to have a good story. That's what sort of put me off of World War shooters in the past, is because it just sort of seems fairly thing. But no, I played all the way through first Modern Warfare, you know, you lent it to me, and the second one, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
they are good games, you know. And I am more the campaign kind of side of things than online. I will go online, jump online.
Yeah, because they have the action blockbuster thing. Well, we've been talking about Battlefield has the realism. Yeah, you want those sort of like blockbuster.
Yeah, it's kind of I hate to kind of say Michael Bay-ish, but you know, you have the kind of more adrenaline fueled kind of. It just feels more action packed and a lot more fun overall. I didn't feel like I was always having fun with Battlefield. No, I kind of felt like some of it was a bit of a slog. Yeah, and you know, it shouldn't have felt that way to me. Realism doesn't always mean fun, and that's something we definitely learnt with Medal of Honor. Yeah, and it just feels like they've kind of got half of it right, half of it's kind of still, so.
Well, there's still hopes for the next iteration.
Yeah, you never know.
No, I think it's done pretty well. So they're obviously, I think
it sold 5 million copies already in the first few weeks, or first week or whatever it's been out. So it's good. It's done well. Yeah. Obviously, PC's the platform to buy it on for graphics. But I just felt a little bit let down.
Yeah, this is the other thing. The other comparison I was going to tell you is we kind of.
Yeah, carry on. No, it's fine.
Yeah, talking about this is like I was saying, a lot of people have said that Battlefield, the engine is built almost primarily for PC, showing off like what PC hardware can do, and then scaled back for the consoles. Whereas it kind of like comes out a bit sort of, there's collision issues, there's glitching, there's all that sort of thing. So you have like problems with it moving it to the console. Whereas with Modern Warfare, that they know how it works on console. It's an engine that runs really well and has. Well, yeah, it's built, sort of perfected
more for the console gamer than anything else.
Whereas it was like a really good engine that's been scaled back to go for the console. This Call of Duty is running on an engine that has been optimised for the console.
Yeah, exactly.
So you will get.
I think a lot of people would probably be. I mean, I don't know, obviously, but like, I think like, from what I've seen footage-wise, it doesn't look much different to Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. But they swear blind. They've made a lot of tweaks and stuff, and like, I don't know, there's certain things that I've seen, facial animations and stuff like that, and certain little tiny things that looked quite nice. So I'm hoping, until you get hands-on with it, I don't really think you're going to really tell.
I think people don't realise how much of a difference an extra 30 frames a second can make.
Yeah, there's that too, I was going to mention, yeah. But the thing is, there's all this discussion, obviously, about the engine, and I think the head of, I think it's Sledgehammer Games, was saying in a statement that they're shipping a game, not an engine. Yeah. People are just too concerned with the engine.
Frostbite 2, you've got the Crytek engine.
There's a lot of great engines out there that make great looking games, but I'd rather have a fun game that runs at a decent frame rate and still looks nice and handles things well, and isn't glitchy and buggy. And
when you sort of go see a film, you're not interested in what camera it was shot on and what equipment was used to edit it.
It depends on the person, but yeah.
But you know, that sort of thing is nice, but in the end, you want a good like I say, good film,
good movie. Yeah, exactly.
and you want a good game. So,
Okay, well, we've talked enough about Battlefield.
Yeah, I think that's covered it. I don't think we need to do the video anymore. I think we've kind of
we kind of
that.
felt like we had to make up for it because we kind of plugged it and it didn't happen. So for the Battlefield 3 fans out there, I do, obviously a lot of you are probably thinking, why aren't they talking about multiplayer? Because I haven't really played much of the multiplayer.
No.
I'm more of a campaign guy, and sorry if that's not satisfied you, but I wasn't satisfied with the campaign. So
we need like a multiplayer specialist.
Yeah, I mean, I do jump online and play multiplayer, but I don't. Do you know what I mean? I can't do it for every game that comes out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyways, right. Well, that's pretty much
overall impressions. Good game.
It's a good. No, the campaign is good. It does lack in certain places, and compared to what I'm used to, aka Call of Duty, I feel like that delivers more on the promise and the hype.
Yeah, because Battlefield 3
exactly a lot of
was
hype.
way more hyped than Modern Warfare 3's been.
I think
you compare them. Modern Warfare 3's been quite muted
a little bit,
by Battlefield 3, and that could.
You never know.
I don't know. I like it. I always root for the underdog.
I wouldn't say that Call of Duty was the underdog.
No, but so many people have been rooting for Battlefield 3. It's definitely.
Don't get me wrong. I've been rooting for it as far as another game that comes out that can rival it.
Yeah.
Can rival Call of Duty, and because competition's a good thing, back and forward and all that kind of thing, pushing things. But it's not sort of. I don't think it's delivered enough for them to be worried.
Okay. On that note, I think we should definitely wrap up.
We should definitely wrap up
because we're kind of trying to get out and we keep kind of like shooting back.
Right. Okay. So we'll take a quick break. Before we do, we need to mention our good friends over at the Underground Geek Network. You can check them out at undergroundgeeknetwork.com, and they've just released a special mini episode on Facebook. Now you have to check them out on our Facebook. Well, not on our Facebook, but go to Facebook, search for them. I'm not sure what the URL is for them, but if you like us on Facebook, you can probably find them.
Yeah, Underground Geek Network.
We did share the little episode. There's a 6-minute episode they put together. It's kind of a sort of a Halloween special, but it's quite funny. It's a good laugh. So please check that out. I'm sure they've got more episodes coming out real soon, and we're hoping to have them on next month at some point.
Yeah,
we're gonna hope to get them back on the show. So. Check them out, undergroundgeeknetwork.com, and at UGeekNetwork is their Twitter. The U is a letter.
U is a letter. U is a letter, not as in the U. Y-O-U.
Yeah.
Yeah, you geek.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. See, there's all sorts of confusion.
What?
People get confused about our name.
No, they don't.
No.
Anyway, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about the news. Hello and welcome back to the Games4all podcast. Over to James with the news.
News!
No need for that.
Okay.
Never do that again.
Alright. News!
Oh, shit.
MechWarrior.
Yes.
How much did people love MechWarrior back in the day?
Lots.
Yeah, I loved it. MechWarrior Online has been announced.
Awesome.
Coming out second half 2012.
Right.
So, still some development. There's not a lot of details.
Alright.
There's like some sort of what we think is the campaign mode and the versus mode.
So they're announcing no real announcement.
No real announcement, but it's coming.
Yeah.
People love MechWarrior.
No, that's cool. It's good.
And online, but important thing is online, yes, but it's free to play.
Yeah, that's free to play.
So
that's good.
Still not sure what platforms it'll be on. I'm guessing PC.
Yeah, primarily.
But will it see a console port? I hope so. That'd be cool.
I have no idea. Doubt it.
Sort of free to play.
Yeah, I hope so, but I doubt it will.
Yeah. But MechWarrior is awesome, so we'll be keeping an eye on that.
Yeah.
Another game I've been keeping an eye on, I've kind of withdrawn the fact that Sonic the Hedgehog is a bit naff nowadays.
Yes, you can say that.
A lot of people are liking Sonic Generations, and I have to say the demo I played, this is quite bad, because you get like the classic Sonic and the modern Sonic, yeah?
Yes.
They released a new demo. I played the classic demo from a while back, and you played it and you weren't that impressed.
I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I played that. It's pretty much the same sort of thing. It was the Green Hill Zone remade. I think it was slightly different to the demo we played before. But the I actually enjoy the modern one more, which is quite bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
But one game, Sonic game's coming out soon that I am looking forward to is the HD remake of Sonic CD.
Fuck yeah.
It's one of my favourite games.
It's a great game.
Back in the day. It was awesome. But they've just announced that Tails is going to be in it as a playable character.
That's cool. Adding stuff.
Yeah.
I can tell you're excited. Do you know? I mean, you know, I still like Sonic. I still think Sonic CD is one of the best Sonic games. But you know, I just feel like I can't take myself seriously playing Sonic games now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of past it.
Yeah. But Sonic CD was really good. It was kind of like the one Sonic game everybody should have played but probably didn't.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Hopefully, get a new lease of life. And,
yeah.
You know.
So I'm interested in Sonic.
I'll download the trial and play it and see how I feel about it and maybe buy it. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
It has to be good for me to part with my money.
Yeah. You see, things that have released like Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Sonic and Knuckles on like Xbox Live and PlayStation, but you can get those on compilations anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
This one is not on any of the compilations, certainly not this generation, so
yeah.
I'll be picking it up. Anyway, next story. Uncharted 3, which I will mention in the releases because we forgot to mention it last week.
Oh, okay.
Came out a little while ago.
Came out a couple of days ago. Yeah.
2 days ago, as you're listening.
Yeah.
Sold very well. I know several people who already have it and already played it. I think it's awesome. But the director, Justin Richmond, he said that as long as people keep enjoying the games, keep buying the games, they've got plenty more stories to tell.
Okay.
So there's going to be plenty more Uncharted's, more featuring Drake. And, you know, that's kind of cool. With a lot of the games coming out at the moment, we're getting kind of like the third iterations. This is kind of like the year of the 3.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And a lot of them are like wrapping up trilogies. You got Gears wrapping up.
Yeah.
They've announced that Modern Warfare 3 will kind of like wrap up. There will be more Modern Warfare games, but it'll be wrapping up that sort of story arc with those characters.
Yeah.
And of course, early next year you got Mass Effect 3 finishing that up. But for this game, for them to openly say, "Oh yeah, there's going to be more. It's not a trilogy based. It's going to, as long as we can keep it good and people still like it, it'll carry on." And I think that's kind of cool now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people sort of seem to be limiting themselves to trilogies and they're doing spin-offs. So I still need to play all of them.
Yeah, it's true.
But
no, that's cool. I mean, the Uncharted games are good. They're one of the few sort of PlayStation 3 exclusives that I would definitely, you know, if I had a PlayStation, I would actually, you know, I'd definitely go out and buy them, you know, like, because when I had a PS3, I didn't buy too many games for it. It kind of just sat there as a Blu-ray player.
But the one you did have and played through.
Honestly, God, if I still had it, I would have bought this game by now. Yeah. Yeah. I love the Uncharted games. They're awesome.
Yeah. Well, I will be playing through them.
Yeah, definitely do it.
I'm dedicating it's like a couple of weeks during Christmas to kind of like solely play them, get through them.
Nice.
Gears of War 3.
Yep.
Just talking about it a second ago. New DLC was just released. It was delayed a bit, but came out later.
Delayed like a day or so.
Yeah, but obviously it's got new things. It was however many points it was, and that's all cool. We're actually getting a free map pack on Thanksgiving, 24th of November. It will contain Azura, Rustlung and Blood Drive, which are on the new DLC, but also classic maps, Swamp and Clock Tower.
Wicked.
So that's completely free, so I'll be picking that up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be getting that shit too.
Yeah. Can't.
It's free.
It's free.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what's better than one to do that, but apparently there's like about another 3 DLCs before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So
and there's a big campaign one coming
next.
next.
There's a big General Ram thing going on.
Yeah, Shadow of Ram.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what that's going to be like.
Get to play as Ram.
Yeah, sweet. Free's always good. You know, they bring out a lot of paid DLC for it. Like, you know, a little free pack for the people that can't be asked is good.
Yeah.
Because I haven't bought the new map pack yet. I mean, I'm probably going to wait till, because like I've obviously finished Gears 3, but me, you and Michelle, and that we're kind of playing cooperatively through the campaign again, sort of one night a week.
Yeah.
So I think when we play through that a few more times, I'll concentrate more on the multiplayer and online stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe pick up the maps then. But
yeah.
So much other stuff to play though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm fitting my gears fixing between Planet Rift now. So
yeah.
I don't really see the need to buy the map packs yet.
Same here, mate. I'm trying to get Batman finished in time for Skyrim, and then I've got to take some time out of Skyrim.
Man. You have not got long.
I know. It's
gonna be crazy. Well, I mean, that kind of reminds me. Obviously, like next week, on the Tuesday, obviously you're going to talk about this, but Modern Warfare 3 comes out, and you've got Skyrim at the end of the week. We've got 2 game night episodes to film in 1 week, so we're going to be busy next week. But it's going to be quite crazy, really.
It's a good job we cancelled the Battlefield 3 one.
Yeah, because we're fucked.
Yeah. Last story, and you'll like this. I will read it word for word what I printed on the notes.
Okay, do it.
Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer. Discuss.
Okay, we have to discuss it.
Yeah.
So obviously there's the tease last week we talked about for the trailer.
Yeah.
And the trailer was released. I've only watched it once. I'll admit, and I watched it on my phone. I haven't really got around to watching it again, so I kind of can't remember exactly what happened. But I remember feeling like kind of, oh, this looks really good.
Yeah.
And it kind of finished, and I was like, oh, okay.
It does look good. They don't give a lot away.
Yeah, but that's smart. I mean, to be fair, this game probably isn't going to come out anytime soon.
No.
End
of next year.
I don't even know if we'll get it then.
Yeah.
Well, Rockstar's big game in next year is Max Payne 3, right?
Yeah.
It may not even be next year.
Yeah, true.
It's probably 2013. I don't know if it is.
This could possibly be the last game of the current gen.
Yeah, if it is, then they're promoting it really early on. But who knows? I mean, there was a pretty big development cycle with GTA 4, so who knows?
But the trailer, it looked nice.
Yeah, it did.
A lot of details given. It's set in Los Santos, which is part of the San Andreas area.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it'll be Los Santos and surrounding area, not all of the cities. Because, like I said, that was a bit ambitious even back in the last gen.
Yeah.
But, no, it looks cool. I like that they're kind of like revisiting old areas.
Yeah, definitely.
And stuff, and telling different stories. There's a lot of kind of like hints and nods, if you look very carefully, towards the old games.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this one scene of a African-American gentleman wearing a white vest and jeans being chased down an alleyway by the cops, which is kind of reminiscent of San Andreas.
Yeah.
There's a bum with a sign asking for money who looks a lot like Nico Bellic, which I think might be a dig.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But no, it looks good. It certainly seen a graphical improvement.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm hoping. I mean, this game is going to be a year at least before it's out, if not more. I'm hoping it does.
Yeah,
it definitely improved graphics-wise over GTA 4 because it was the nicest looking game. It was alright. It did, it's a fun game. Another example of the game doesn't have to look amazing to be fun and enjoyable and take up all of your time.
Yeah.
But it looked okay. I think there was definitely moments in that game that looked nice.
Yeah.
And there were certain areas that didn't look quite so good. But hopefully they've kind of tweaked things a little bit so it does look nice.
Well, since then we've had I know I keep mentioning it. I will stop at something. Red Dead Redemption, which looked amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping sort of more towards that. Obviously, in the trailer we see like the beach area, the city area, something like the suburbs.
It's hard to tell because Rockstar like to do a lot of their trailers in-engine, actual game footage.
Yeah.
Didn't say that on this one.
No.
So I'm wondering if maybe they're kind of.
But it doesn't look too far. I mean,
it doesn't
you sort
look
of think
too pre-rendered for it to be.
If it was pre-rendered, you think they would have probably pushed it a bit further.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm pretty sure the game's going to look like that.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
But there's definitely some cool things. I saw like a jet flying plane, so maybe you better fly the plane.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be a thing.
There's this whole thing about a guy hammering in a for sale sign, and the voiceover guy who some people say sounds like Ray Liotta, some people. It's definitely not Ray Liotta, but that's a whole different kettle of carp.
Anyways,
so you might be able to like buy property and stuff and do all sorts of things. No, it's exciting.
I'm expecting the facial animation stuff from LA Noire and all that kind of thing because pretty much Rockstar bought that now. I'm expecting that for Max Payne 3 as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Max Payne's always had sort of interesting faces. So.
But so I mean, not a lot to go by at the moment, as we kind of expected. They are very coy about what details they give away, and until closer to its release, we probably won't really see much about what this game really is. But a lot of speculation at the moment. We're not really going to go into that, but it's interesting. Yeah. Go online and have a look at it. I'm sure it's all over YouTube by now. And go over to our Facebook. I think we posted it as well.
Yep.
Facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
Yeah, that is correct. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the
Yeah, I
back.
know. So that's the news.
That is the news.
I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the chart and this week's releases. Hello and welcome back to the Games4all podcast. We're going to be talking about this week's upcoming releases, but first, here's James with the chart.
Yeah, it's me again.
Yeah, stuck with you.
At number 10, we've got Rage.
Cool, it's still hanging in there, but not much longer.
Yeah, it's dropped a couple of places.
I think like one of those things. Unfortunately, there's so much good stuff coming out. It's a big game. It's another big open world game. Or it looks amazing, but I think it's gone under the radar for some people.
Yeah, sidelined.
Yeah, a little bit. Unfortunately,
But we're not talking about every single.
I know. I'm
Canada
just
chart,
saying.
so-
I'm just saying. Go on then.
So should I carry on?
Yes.
Okay. Number 9, Skylanders: Spyro's Adventure.
Cool.
Number 8, Zumba Fitness.
Uh,
Stop buying it. Number 7, Sims 3. What?
I don't think it's gonna work. Zumba Fitness 2 comes out soon, dude.
I know. They're
We are
already
screwed.
advertising it
I
and all that. Yeah. Number 7, Sims 3 Pets. Number 6, Forza Motorsport 4.
Cool.
Number 5, Just Dance 3. Number 4, Football Manager 2012. Number 3, FIFA 12.
Mm.
Number 2, Batman Arkham City.
Dang.
Which means this week's number 1, brand new release, straight in the charts,
Kinect Sports 2. Oh my god.
Battlefield 3.
Sweet.
Was there any doubt, really?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my time with it, but I've had my time with it, and I think that's kind of...
Our time in the sun has passed.
you
It's
know,
autumn. I will always love you. But we must move on.
Yeah. Anyway. Call of Duty's out next week.
Yeah. Where will that? I reckon that'll probably knock it off.
It's going to place pretty high.
Yeah,
About as high as you can get, I think.
because as well as the proper gamers who are looking forward to it and those who have followed it, and like you, it's also got the douche vote for the mindless Call of Duty fanboys.
That's the thing, there's a bit of a stigma there.
Munch down their cod. No, that's it.
Munch down their cod.
Yeah,
It's almost an episode title.
almost.
Well done. So yeah, I think Kinect Sports Season 2, by the way, placed at like 18.
Yeah.
Not too good.
Well, Skylanders has jumped up from 11.
Yeah, that's good, I guess. I think the kind of TV campaign might have helped.
Yeah. I know my little boy wants it. He keeps saying, you know, this game looks good. And he's talking about Spyro, and I said, if you had this game, I could play it.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Hint, hint.
So, yeah, but
That's
I'm
funny.
like, for 50 quid for bits of plastic. And,
Fuck
you know,
that.
I was looking at the local supermarket, and they sell the game. They sell, like, the add-on packs. Because, you know, games are like cards and stuff. You can buy packs of cards and like, scan them in as well. But these are, like, fucking statues, like miniature things. Each one, $6.99 each.
Fucking hell.
$18.99 for, like, a pack of 3.
Bullshit.
And it's like, whoa. It's an expensive
what
game.
kid has got that fucking much money?
Considering the game's 50 quid in the first
Yeah,
place,
that's a joke.
it's like, you know, don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea. I like the whole collecting toys and scanning it in and doing that sort of thing and putting it in the game. Sounds cool, but the practical costs.
I think, honestly, you're going to have to wait for that to drop in price.
Yeah.
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 Anyways.
Go to the car boot,
Yeah.
pick up
Yeah, it won't be
from those
long.
little trays.
Give it like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so no big surprises there as far as the chart goes. Pretty much all as we imagined it, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, so releases.
Obviously,
we forgot to mention Uncharted 3 last week.
which came out 2 days ago.
Not
as you're
sure how
listening.
you could overlook that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, because I was looking for releases for the Friday, and this is one of those worldwide on a Tuesday releases, like Call of Duty is next week. But that's at the bottom of the release list,
Okay,
so
go
we
on.
won't mention that now. Came out 2nd of November, PS3, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception.
Sweet.
Out this week on Friday for us over here in sunny old England. Sonic Generations,
Me.
which, but it's gotten some pretty positive reviews.
Yeah.
Some.
Well, I guess it must be better than some of the shit they've been pumping out lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Also coming out, probably at the worst time of year for it to come out, GoldenEye Reloaded.
Yeah.
on 360 PS3. Oh, Sonic Generations is 360 PS3 PC, by the way.
Okay.
GoldenEye Reloaded, 360 PS3. Obviously, it's been out on Wii for ages.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Have you seen the TV advert for GoldenEye?
Yes.
Got Dame Judi Dench doing the voiceover.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Cool.
But it's coming out at the worst possible
It is
time.
really, yeah. It's not going to do well.
No.
It's really unfortunate. And I know there's a lot of fans of the original N64 version who probably did pick it up on Wii. I assume they have it. For those gamers who like that game who don't have a Wii, probably will get it, but probably won't get it straight away.
Is it going to be one of those ones that we should probably see it more copies sold like in January when the prices dropped?
Yeah,
and
maybe.
like the sales and stuff.
I do fear for it a little bit. It's a shame because it should have come out a few months ago.
But in the end, it's not looking for a legacy of sequels. It's going to be a standalone thing as long as it's out. It's there for you to pick up.
I'm excited
whenever.
about it. I probably will pick this up and play it because I do. You know,
not this Friday.
No, not this Friday.
And the big release before next week's show, mentioned it before, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on the 8th of November.
Yeah.
360, PS3, PC and Wii.
Wii. Not sure who's picking up for Wii, but there you go. Yeah, can't really deny it. It's a big one. It's pretty much broken all pre-order records for a game ever, as they do every year.
So you know it's going to be at the top of the charts.
It's a no-brainer, really. You know, I'm a big fan. I can't deny it. And so worldwide release this Tuesday coming up, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be a worldwide phenomenon, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing where, because obviously I'm big into the story, I'm big into the campaign. I'm looking forward to where that goes and all that stuff. So how they wrap things up, it's going to be interesting.
I want to play it.
Yeah, exactly, right.
It's
this is not your kind of game.
No,
so.
it's totally not.
Yeah.
But I like Pricey and his moustache.
Exactly. Anyways,
That's all I care about. As long as he keeps his glorious, glorious moustache, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Okay. Let's end it on that note. So, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for subscribing to us. If you have, you can do so by going over to iTunes, checking the store for us. The Games4all podcast, Games4all Extra. If you want to check out our video podcast, subscribe to everything in there. Head over to Games4allpodcast.com if you want to check out all the videos, all the audio, all the bonus bits and pieces, photos. Everything's on that site. Pretty much the hub of everything we do. Also, we're on Twitter, twitter.com/Games4all or @Games4all. Facebook.com/Games4all podcast. Please like us on there, that'd be good. We post loads of things on there, general bits of news and stuff, especially stuff that we don't always end up in the show.
Yeah.
You know, little things like that. You can listen to the podcast on there as well. Occasionally we post videos and stuff to it. YouTube.com/Games4all podcast. And podcast@Games4allpodcast.com if you want to email us for any reason at all. Please check out our good friends over at the Underground Geek Network. It's undergroundgeeknetwork.com. If you want to check out their site, please subscribe to them as well because they're good friends of ours. Check them out on Facebook as well, and on Twitter, Geek Network. The U is a letter. Had to do it, sorry. Awesome. Okay, well that's us done for another week.
I will say just one more thing. Please watch the Halloween special because I suffered a lot.
We need people to download
my own expense, and you know, I can look back on it now and laugh. I wasn't laughing at the time, but
if you've got a spare kind of half hour, either head over to Games4allpodcast.com and watch it there. If you liked it that much that you want to download it, go to iTunes. Go to the iTunes store, type in Games4all Extra, and you can download it in high def and standard def, and yeah, pretty much.
And it's on YouTube, and I'd really like to be on RuTube next year. Really do.
Very awesome. That would be fucking sweet.
Yeah. So please, even if you've downloaded it off iTunes, even if you've seen it on the site, go watch it on YouTube. Get the views up. Yeah,
definitely. We can do that. I'm sure it'll work. Awesome. Thank you very much for listening again. Have a great weekend. Play some very cool games. Some good stuff coming out in the next week. going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So we will be back next week with episode 78, I do believe, and also 2 episodes of Game Night. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, we're going to be so busy next week. So hopefully we'll get all that done in time. But we will be back soon with loads of content. Enjoy. Have a great weekend. Goodbye. For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website www.games4allpodcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com.